And if you heard that little sound, that is this thing. It's just stuck here and here. And listen to this sound. There you go. And let me show you it on the phone. How can I do this? I guess I'll just put the phone right here. And when you open the door, that's what you get. When you close it, that's what you get. It's very pleasant. And when you hit the Yolink app, not sure how clear this is, but let's find the garage freezer right there. We'll open it, and that's what it looks like. Garage freezer open. And when you close it, that's what it looks like. Pretty neat. Unbelievably simple. Here's the one on the gate. I've got 3 of these out here. And just gave me a little warning. You can see right here, gate closed, gate open. That's Lacey. And that's the sensor, pretty far apart actually. And I actually screwed in, just magnetic sensor. I've coiled up the wire. And this has been out here. I've got another one right over here. This has been out here through 2 hurricanes, flooding. The thing works amazing. And I can tell if these gates are opened or closed. If you haven't heard of this stuff, it's made by Yolink. And they are sensors. They work off of a hub. I'll show you in a minute. But they're just gate sensors or contact sensors, sensors for doors. This one is suited for outdoors. And get it open here. They're relatively inexpensive. I think that these are about 30 bucks a piece. This is maybe 40. You just get them on Amazon. Just look up Yolink. These we have dogs, and the pool guy, the yard guys. These are trash. Remember that, trash. I'll tell you why in a minute. But you know, the yard guys, if they ever leave the gate open, it's a major problem. The dog could get out. We open the gate, open the screen door, let the dog out. And if we don't know that the gate's open, that's a big problem. So these attach with double stick tape, and they have a place for 2 AA batteries. You push this button to get a sequence, a light sequence to occur that tells you that it's in pairing mode, and it almost instantly hooks up to the hub. This is hub driven, and that's very good, very, very good. You want things that operate through a hub versus just Wi-Fi, and I'll tell you why in a second. This one is much simpler. It's basically the same thing. It sure looks waterproof to me, but this is clearly waterproof. The ones that I'll show you outside have made it through 2 hurricanes that was major flooding, and they're working perfectly. One of them, this tab broke off because this plastic will deteriorate in the sunlight, and I went to change the batteries and I broke the tab. Doesn't even matter. I wonder if I can just replace the door. Oh yeah, I guess I can. Do I really want to pull that? I'm not going to break this one, but it does look like I could pop this out and just replace the door if I wanted to. That would be great, because the only thing wrong with the one that's stuck to the gate is one of these tabs is broken off. But anyway, it's been through weather, 2 hurricanes, flooding, never failed. It'd be great if they made this one completely waterproof, because this is way simpler. You just put the contacts, and what we're using this for is to tell us if the freezer and the refrigerator in the garage is left open. The refrigerator in the house is Wi-Fi, so if we leave the door open accidentally, I get a little notice on my phone through Samsung. I think the app is called Smart Things, but the refrigerator and the freezer in the garage does not have that. And we have left that door open, and either ruined everything or nearly ruined everything. And by installing this on your refrigerator door or your freezer door, you know if it got left open. It gives you a little chirp and lets you know if it got left open. I'll show it to you in a minute. We're going to install this, but I wanted to show you what it looks like before I paint it black, because I am going to paint this black. And I think that when I do that, I will not be able to read the QR code. So I'm going to set it up in my phone first. Then I'm going to paint it black. And I've got two of them because it's a side-by-side with a freezer underneath. So I need one for the freezer and one for the fridge. I've already put one on the freezer in the garage. So let me show you. First, let me show you what the app looks like. So it's Yolink right there, Yolink. And you can see that I've got driveway gate is closed, garage gate is closed. So these are the two gates on either side of the house. Pool gate is on the other side of the house. The shed, I put one in the shed so that if anybody opens it, I know to go check and see if anybody stole anything. It's just a plastic shed, but it's very convenient. I can see the battery power. And then here's the garage freezer, which is one of these that I just installed. And then here's the hub. So here's why you want this hub program. It's so much better. Number one, it uses almost zero power. It looks like this. It's hooked up to my Wi-Fi. And it communicates on a very, very low energy consumption wavelength, not like Wi-Fi. If this was Wi-Fi, the battery would be fried in a week probably. But because it uses this ultra low energy signal, a lot of alarm systems, when you have those little wireless sensors on your windows, alarm systems use a hub like this. They last years. This will probably last 4 or 5 years, depending on how much you open and close the refrigerator. It's amazing. You want this. The other advantage is, if you're putting it on a gate, which is 100 feet away, the frequency travels so much further than Wi-Fi. So you'll get a signal way out at the end of your driveway, for instance. Say you wanted to put one on your mailbox. Just put this on your mailbox, and you know every time the mailman opens your mailbox, or mail lady. There's a million uses for this when you want to know if something opens and closes. I'm not sure how clear this is going to be, but this is how easy it is to set this thing up. You hit this little scanner right here. It wants to scan the device. So you got to hold it far enough away. Want to name it. It's called garage fridge. And we're going to set it in the garage room. And bind device. That's it. Close. Done. So it's offline because I forgot to push this button. So let's see how dummy proof this is. Oh, it found it. So if you know me, I can't stand reading directions. I was supposed to push this button first, but this is how dummy proof this thing is. It doesn't even matter. We'll go ahead and put the contact closed, open, closed. And the only other step is you have to go in here and you hit these little things and you go alert. And we want door open, close, alert. Huh, how do you like that? That's it. You just turn the alert on, open. Let's test it again. So, open. Closed. Yeah, it's working beautifully. I decided to paint these black because they're going on a black fridge. This is just satin black paint. An added bonus, the QR code is still readable with the phone because it's etched on there, so the phone can actually recognize it. I was kind of surprised about that. And there's a little screw on the bottom to replace the battery. They say these will last 5 years, but if you open and close it a lot, it's probably going to be less. And there's a little screw, the whole cover comes off, and you can actually replace the battery while it's still stuck to the window or door or fridge in my case. Here's what these look like, painted black. I had to run them right to the edge to get them close enough. And if you grab the door up here, you're going to hit it, but who does that? Most people grab the door right here. And if you look real quickly right here, see the red? And down here, same thing. See the quick red blink? That means that they're communicating. And the satin black finish just disappears on a black fridge. Pretty neat. We will not ruin any food now. I have it set to remind me or send me a alert every 20 seconds if these are left open. As always, thanks for watching. Appreciate your views. Please comment if you have any questions. See you next time.